morning safari here at the Lion Habitat Ranch. First, I do want to thank everybody for any donations, or if you've come out to see us or donated to us on Amazon Smiles. We really, really appreciate it. We are a nonprofit, so anything that you can do for us goes a really long way for us to be able to take care of our animals, so thank you so much. Today, we're going to be doing a quick experiment on erosion. Something you might have seen in the news is that, oh, I'm Alex, by the way, I didn't introduce myself, I'm sorry. Something you might have seen in the news is recently Darwin's Arch actually collapsed. What Darwin's Arch was actually a natural stone arch that you were able to see outside of the Galapagos Islands. And what happened is the center of that arch actually eroded away. So the center of the arch actually dropped out, and now it's two pillars that sit there. So we're going to see two different ways that erosion can happen. So what you'll need for this is some sand. We have this nice pretty blue sand. You can use regular sand if you want. And we're just going to make first a little mountain with our sand. And then what you can do with this too is you can add some boulders. So just get a couple different...
Sorry, we were late again, I apologize.
Bird Chat will be in 5 minutes. Ask a keeper near you for location.
So we are open to the public today. We are open from Thursday to Monday every week. And so if you'd like to come out to see us, you can hear one of our educational bird talks, which is what that announcement was about. And we did start a little bit late, so sorry guys about that. So with your pebbles, you're gonna actually just stick them in little different places. And the blue sand is really nice because we'll be able to kind of see what happens pretty well, depending on the different kind of substrate. And then you'll want to take a straw. And what this is going to show us is what wind is going to do to soil. So you just blow into your straw and just blow across the sand. So some of the sand you see goes over the rocks, and that'll help to start deteriorating the rocks away. And then it might make little caves under the rocks, and it does different things. And then, depending on where the sand is going, like if you're by the beach, it can distribute sand into the ocean. Or if you're here in the Nevada desert, it can make little hills or do different stuff depending on the environment. And this is part of what happened with Darwin's Arch, is that the wind going around the arch all the time helped to break away the different parts of the arch that are made out of different sizes of sand, right? So there'll be big rocks in it and also just grainy sand. So the second thing we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about waves. So I'm going to make this sand a little bit wet so it's kind of like the beach. All right, and then once you get your sand wet and beachy, just move it back and make a little beach for yourself.
Instead of the pink sandy beach, you have the blue sandy beach.
Blue sandy beach. And so this was part of the other erosion that's going on with that arch, is the movement of water against the sand and the gravel. So then you're going to make your little ocean by pouring some water into the opposite side of where your sand is. Okay? And so this looks like the little beach. And then you can take, I'm just going to use the lid of the sand, but you can take a piece of paper, anything that's going to help to move the water back and forth, just like waves would. And so as you splash that water like waves, you're going to see some of the sand come down. And you can see that on this side, it's kind of just rolling down, and this side, it's kind of starting to make a little bit of a cave. So you can get different kinds of formations depending on what the water is doing and what it's interacting with. So if I stuck these pebbles in here too, we'd get a different effect as well, because the pebbles are going to kind of get in the way of the water and they might start washing into the water. And then the different sizes of things will determine how quickly they move as well. So the little tiny grains of sand are going to move really fast, whereas the big boulders are going to move a lot slower. and that makes the effect of all of the different terrain that we see in the desert and in ocean environments, and makes all kinds of different mountain formations and caves and all kinds of cool stuff like that. And sometimes it makes cool things like Darwin's Arch fall down. So you can do a lot of different things with this experiment. As I said, you can use different grain sizes. You can try it with different sizes of sand, different amounts of sand. And yeah, just anything that you can come up with, you can see how, in a very small scale, how that actually kind of works in the real world. And that's what we've got for you today. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week. If you can come visit us, please come do that.
That's really cool.
Bye.